Hi, check it out. I've got a just an exclusive behind the scenes video here. Thought I'd do an unboxing. I just walked out before and found this dumped on the doorstep, the lab here, and it's a Keysight box. And I didn't know anything was coming, and all we've got to go by, spoiler alert if you don't want to know now, E36731A, which means absolutely nothing to me. Comes from Colorado Springs division. So they make good stuff there in Colorado Springs. So we will. I know that Daniel did contact me, but it seems like 6 months ago or something. They got a new thingamabob, and I said that sounds interesting. I honestly don't remember too much about it, so maybe it's it. So anyway, we'll find out. All right, let's go and let's have a look. Yeah, they just send me, companies just send me random stuff, by the way. Like Siglet and other companies, like, you know, I don't ask for them. I don't, you know, they don't even clue me up. Things just like often turn up on my doorstep. Although I think this one, aha, yes, enjoy, Daniel Bogdanov. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but let's see what we get. Oh yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Ooh, we got foam. We got foam. Enjoy your foam. Whoa. Look. Oh. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, that's badass. Look at that. Wow, what almost looks like a ball inside there. Sorry, the light's not the best here, but wow. Look at that. That is one big ass crimp terminal. Really like that multi-turn jobby. Fan-freaking-tastic. That is, it's thing of beauty, joy forever. Oh, you can put your screwdriver in there. You could torque it up if you wanted to. Very nice. So we've got our certificate of calibration. There you go. It's, spoiler alert, it's a battery emulator. That's it. Yep, that's what he told me about. And it looks like we've got a little Molex connector there for probably some external, will that be the external inputs for the 4-wire measurement. So let's have a squeeze. Oh, hang on. Okay, I've got to get rid of this. Play-by box. There we go. Whoa, there goes my power cord. And, hang on. Something's caught. And yeah, it's a battery. Oh, no, it's not a battery eliminator. What is a battery emulator? So I do actually have a battery emulator. It's an old Keithley one. You've probably seen it, but apparently this is their new bit of kit. DC power supply, electronic, okay, so it's a DC power supply, electronic load, and battery emulator all in one. Wow, look at that. It's a Bobby Dazzler, isn't it? Still don't like the Keysight black. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, pornographic. All right, and yeah, wow, they are huge. Are they 4mm? Like, they look bigger. Let me get a standard banana plug lead and see if that plugs in there. Does that plug in? No, loosey-goosey. So I thought that looked a bit thicker. So no, you can't use your standard banana plug leads. That's kind of disappointing, but anyway, it looks like it's keyed. It's keyed. There you go. So only go, that just slides in there. Oh, just the tip. Oh, beautiful. Looks like you've got to screw those in as well. And then, okay, so the holes are on the underside. Okay, that's kind of, I guess, yeah, I can see why they've done that, because then it gets, if the wires came out the top, big thick wires coming out, because this is high power stuff, you wouldn't be able to operate the keypad and stuff. So they have to have the wires coming out the bottom. Otherwise, yeah, you'll come a gutser with your keypad there. So fair enough. 60 volts DC, 40 amps max. Okay, so 30 volts and the battery emulator, 30 volts, 20 amp max. Nice. So yeah, these battery emulators, they do as the name says. You use them to simulate a battery. So if you've got a product that is battery powered, you know, for this, it's like high power. So, you know, this is like beyond like your mobile phone or something like that. It'd be like that electric scooter thing that I got down here, by the way, I'm unboxing. Don't know if you've seen that, but yeah, this giant electric scooter, which is banned here, but they sent it to me anyway. I only realized it was banned after I started riding no, I wasn't riding it. Anyway, and it's got USB. Okay, we've got the soft buttons. Got menu, meter view, okay, scope, data login, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, anyway, it's designed to emulate batteries. So like a big, you know, lithium-ion battery that you'd find in one of those electric scooters or something like that, you know, kind of like a high-power scooter. So let's plug her in. And, oh, didn't show you the back. Here you go. Let's have a squiz. What do we got? Big-ass earth terminal. Got LAN, and it's okay, that's a digital I/O, so it's not like a 4-wire interface for that. And down here, that looks like, there's your sense lines, there you go. So it's got a rear terminal, and I guess there were no sense terminals on the front, were there? And that's only a 2-wire, so that's not 4-wire. So if you want remote sensing, looks like, well, you could take it from the back. But yeah, got big screw terminals on the back. That's very handy. Yeah, what's that? 240 volt max to 240 volt max to earth. There you go. So I don't see a fan there. I don't see a fan. Is it on the side? I don't see a fan there. Sorry, I'm not looking at the LCD. This is gonna. I don't see a fan on this thing at all. Is it passive? Wow, anyway, let's plug it in. It's universal voltage, I'm sure 100 to 240. Yeah, no wuckers. All right. Whoop. Heard the crackle, snap, crackle, pop. And, well, okay, it's just gone in, it's in standby, is it? Must be. So it's got the soft power rubbish. And boom. Oh, well, what am I talking about? No, here's your sense terminals. I was so excited. I was so excited by this, and I completely missed the sense terminals here. Unbelievable. And you got an earth terminal. Wow. There you go. Battery. Well, nice. Nice. So we're talking 0.1 millivolt resolution. So 100 microvolt resolution, 100 microamp resolution, but I think it might have different, there could be different modes on that. So anyway, are you sure you want to switch to power supply mode? Yeah. Okay. And right, so it's, I assume that it's going to, like a 4-quadrant thing, it can source and it can sync in here. So there you go. Power supply mode, 1 millivolt and 1 microamp resolution. There you go. So that's all right. So that can be useful for product measurement. Would have been nice to go down to 0.1 mic, I guess, but maybe there's an extra range. Here we go. Oh, no. Whoop. On-off coupling, output inhibit, on delays, off delays. Okay. I thought I want to change. This is not touchy-feely. So current. Do I go across like that? Yeah. Enter. That is just the range, is it? Can I just, yeah, I can do that. There you go. But that just, that's your current limit because we're in power supply mode, right? So that'd be our current limit. Nice, but anyway, the fact looks like in power supply mode, if you can measure 1 microamp, that instantly becomes the best power supply I've got in the lab. By far, the Roden-Schwarz jobby I don't think goes to 1 microamp, that 100 volt Roden-Schwarz one. I can't remember now. And this could be the best because most bench power supplies, like you can't measure microamps, right? You can measure milliamps and for your load, and that's it. If you want to measure microamps, you need a microcurrent or your multimeter or some other like low current device. But this sucker I don't know how many count, you know, like if it's 5,000 count or something, it'd be like a 5 milliamp range there, and it's got 1 microamp resolution, so that's really quite sweet. I'm not going to put loads and stuff on it in this video. This was just unboxing, but very nice. And then if we go back or whatever, or we don't even need to do that, we can just adjust our, oh no, yeah, it automatically jumps over. There you go. It's really nice. So it goes down to 0. So you can set 1 millivolt output resolution. Now, that's really quite sweet. And oh, how's the velocity control? Velocity control is not quite there, but this is a precision instrument. It's not designed for everyday use, so and electronic load, yeah, it's got the specs for the electronic load. Okay, 60 volts maximum input, battery, which is great for most battery packs. Battery emulator, 30, or you could, you know, have an electronic load for like a solar panel, but you can only have like a single solar panel. You couldn't put multiple ones in series. So what's the upper? Can I just bloody type in 30 like this and enter? 30 volts. Yep. Okay. Is it going to match the 60 volt? No, it's a 30.9 is the maximum output voltage, but that's all right. 30 volts and maximum current. Maximum current. I don't know. Can we go to 20 amps? Let's have a look. Yeah. Can we go to 40 amps? No, 20 amps. Anyway, it does have a fan somewhere in there. I can hear it whirring. It's not too obnoxious. This is going to be really sweet. This is going to be a sweet bit of kit. But yeah, it's more than just a power supply, an electronic load, and battery. Well, it's all 3 instruments in one, but the utility, maybe not the utilities, might have to check out the software for it. But source settings, there you go, over all the regular overvoltage protection, 2-wire or 4-wire mode. You can set various delay states, okay. And you can set slew rates as well in volts per second, which is absolutely fantastic. And that's what you want when you're, emulating batteries and stuff, or you're emulating something. You want to be able to set your slew rate for your power supply. So it's going to be it's got a sequencer as well. So it's got a state table with sequencing. Okay, sequence list, so we can add another, so you can like step between voltages, so every minute you can increase it or something like that. That looks really easy to use. So we can just add a whole bunch of them, and if we can just toggle over there, and I can say change that to 5, oh, that's nice user interface, I like that. And then time, you know, after like 3, what's the default? Is it seconds? They don't have a unit there. Like they don't have a unit on current. So that's a bit of an oversight. They need to fix that. They need to tell you what the units are. But you know, after 3 seconds or whatever, can you set it to like, can you confuse it and go, okay, after 5 seconds, I want this to happen? You can. Okay, so how can you have after 5 seconds, you go to this step? So maybe it's, yeah, that doesn't make sense, how this happens at 3 seconds, but it's the step after that one. So I don't know, it's not sorted in time order or something. I don't know, have to think about it. Then you've got boost mode, whatever that is, EOST mode. Don't know. Don't know what they mean, have to RTFM. But that's just the power supply. So are you sure you want to switch to load mode? Yes. Then we've got a traditional mode switching. Okay, we've got a traditional electronic load, and our load settings, current and the slew rate. Where's the range? Okay, 40 amps or 4 amps, nice. And protection, we don't worry about, but the mode, there it is, constant current, constant voltage, constant resistance, and constant power. Nice. So this is I mean, this eliminates a bunch of instruments. My Keithley battery emulator, might as well sell that now. I've got two electronic loads. So I've got the Rigol and the BK Precision. I don't need a third one. I probably don't even need, I'll have to look at like the various specs and voltage ranges of them and stuff like that. 60 volts is handy. Hang on, let me look at my other ones. There, I do have my wireless mic on. Oh no, my BK Precision 8601 goes to 120 volts, 60 amps, 250 watt. And my Rigol Jobby is 150 volt, 40 amp. Okay, so yeah, all right, so they're actually higher power than this one. So this one isn't as high a power at 60 volt, 40 amps there. But geez, you know, it's similar. I never need to go to those high voltages anyway, really. So yeah, I might have to get rid of some of the other bits of kit, because this is all in one. I like the slim form factor. It's pretty long, like it's a pretty long beast, but that's what your rack shelf is for. You know, actually, yeah, this is super long. It'd probably stick out the front of my shelf, I would say. So anyway, got to try it. But right, and the battery emulator. How do we emulate the battery? How do we emulate the battery? Lock, unlock. Okay, so we've got keypad lock, sequences, input settings, and I guess the battery emulator is part of the power supply, is it? Anyway, wow, this is going to really require some RTFM, that's for sure. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch of software for it. You could actually profile your battery, I believe. That's, you know, you could either get the manufacturer's profile or you can measure. This would be the interesting thing to test, and this is one of the things that one of the videos that I'd probably do with this, is that I would hook up a battery to it. Then I would get the discharge curve of the battery. And then, in theory, you should be able to then use that as a profile to then emulate that battery. So the power supply will actually emulate it over time. And so it'll, you know, so the output voltage of your power supply will drop. You know, you would have the characteristic drop of your battery. So if you had a, you know, a AA battery or something, it would drop, you know, you'd have like a sharpish thing at the start and it gradually goes down and then it tails off at the end. And that's what this thing can simulate. And can simulate anywhere from, you know, a coin cell, I guess. You could probably do that. To up to like a big lithium-ion battery used in, you know, a big electric bike or electric scooter or something, you know, really high power type battery. So that's really groovy. But yeah, I think it's going to require the PC software to do a lot of that, you know, to get like the characteristic curve of the battery and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know if that's a standard included or whether or not it's a separate license. I didn't get a disc. Maybe I'll have to download the software, but that's a pretty cool bit of kit, is it not? It's all in one. So at the moment, I've got all three of these instruments as separate instruments. This is all in one. That's pretty badass, really. So yeah, very nice bit of kit. Thank you very much, Keysight, for sending that in. Let me know, comments down below, what type of videos you'd like to see me doing with this thing. Obviously, I'll do a teardown video, but it looks like the top lid just lifts straight off. Oh, that looks really nice. So you can instantly get to the guts in it. Yeah, let me know what type of videos. Obviously, some sort of battery emulation thing. So yeah, I'd presumably take an existing battery, use the electronic load function to graph and then you could get parametric curves perhaps, and you could discharge your battery at different loads, and then you could, well, you could use this to charge it up as well, and then you could then emulate the battery at different load, or it would, yeah, you would have to discharge it at different loads in order to get the different ESR characteristics over different loads, because your ESR in a battery is not necessarily constant. It's going to change with your load and internal heating and all that sort of stuff, especially at higher powers. So yeah, you'd probably have to do multiple discharges, you know, well, you can do a single discharge characteristic curve and then emulate that, I guess. But anyway, that is a very cool bit of kit. Thank you very much, Daniel from Keysight, for sending that in. Yeah, so let us know in the comments down below what type of video, any cool stuff I could do with this, because, you know, there's lots of really niche stuff that this thing could do, and it's all in one bit of kit. But I think it all comes down to the software. I'm sure Keysight have really good software for it. You probably have to pay for it though, of course. I don't know. Anyway, because you wouldn't buy this without the fancy software, really. You know, you can use it on its own. You can use the user interface. It's really handy. 1 microamp resolution. That instantly makes it into the best power supply I've got, I think, in terms of being able to measure load currents. That's absolutely fantastic. Would have been great if it went a bit lower, but then you're talking about, you know, it's getting in the territory of schmooze, you know, source measure units and stuff like that. So, yeah, really 3 bits of kit in one. Wow, what a Bobby Dazzler. Joy forever. Anyway, let you know, thoughts and comments down below. Catch you next time.